I've wrestled a little bit with how to talk about the topic of love does. In fact, when I got a call from church about even having this conversation today, I couldn't really even fathom why they would have called me. Except for the fact that I remembered that word had gotten out that I had donated my kidney this summer. But here's the thing. I think that in everybody's life, we all have these big events or these big things that people can kind of see from a distance. Sometimes it looks like caring for a family member. Maybe it's an adoption or mission work. But I think sometimes we have these big things that just stand out. A watching world sort of looks at from a distance and is quick to call them love. But the reason that I've been uncomfortable about maybe even having this conversation is that I'm realizing sometimes those big things are exciting, and because of the way that I'm wired, where it might feel like it's a struggle for somebody else or it seems like a sacrifice for somebody else, for me it's energizing and it's easy and it brings me joy. But it's the little things it's the little things that I feel like sometimes cost the most for me. Really isn't about those big, demonstrative acts of love that you can see from far away. I think how Jesus wants us to live is that we want love to show up just kind of in our ordinary, like Monday, middle of the week sort of days. And so, for me, that sometimes feels a little unsettling because I definitely can see a disconnect sometimes. It's easy for me to do the big things because ultimately I don't think the big things really require that much sacrifice. And the truth is, for me, like love in action in this season of my life looks like saying yes to marriage counseling. It looks like putting my phone down. It looks like struggling through our homework and then crawling into bed with my kids to pray with them and to snuggle them and to just have a soft moment kind of at the end of a really hard day. But I think at the end of my life and at the end of my days, it's not gonna matter to the people closest to me that once upon a time mom gave her kidney away to a stranger. I think the thing that they're gonna remember, or that I want them to remember, is that there was joy in our home, that I put my phone down and I looked at their faces, and that we prayed together and that we worshiped together. Just all of the small ways that love showed up just right in the middle of the ordinary. And I think there's freedom in that. Like, it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to take a lot of effort. Like, it's supposed to be fun. Sometimes it's work, but I think the thing that hopefully will make our lives look a little bit more like Jesus at the end of them is just how we use our days and our moments and the dirt beneath our feet to show love to the people around us in really practical ways.